The Terraspark boots are one of the longest crafting recipes in the game, combining the function of almost 10 different accessories. They give the player 8 distinct things: flight, super fast running, extra mobility on ice and ethereum blocks, 8% increased movement speed, the ability to walk on all liquids including the shimmer, immunity to fire blocks, 7 seconds immunity to lava, and reduced damage from touching lava. They can be obtained in pre-hard mode right after fighting the Goblin Tinkerer, and are a vital accessory for every boss all the way to Muno himself. Today I'll go over all 9 items that you need to craft the boots and the fastest way to get each of them in order. Let's start with number 1. The Hermes Boots are usually obtained early game and allow the player to run super fast. They're found in underground gold chests somewhat commonly, in about 1 in every 12. Hermes Boots also have 3 other variants, all of which function almost identically to them and can be used to make the Terraspark boots as well. They are the Sailfish, Flurry, and Dune Rider boots. The Sailfish boots are quite rare and function the exact same as Hermes boots, but since they're rare, I do not advise you to get them. They drop from wooden, pearlwood, iron, and mithril crates only 2 to 5% of the time, making them a hassle to get. The Flurry boots are a good choice to go after instead of the original Hermes boots, since they appear in about 1 in every 7 underground frozen chests, making them more likely than Hermes boots. Lastly, the Dune Rider boots are another variant that function very similarly to the Hermes boots, but a little bit differently, since they allow the player to run super fast, but also provide an extra speed boost when running on sand or sandstone. They're found in about 1 in every 7 sandstone chests in the underground desert, making them a viable option to look for instead of the Hermes boots. If you're confident in your ability to maneuver the underground snow biome or desert biome, go for the Flurry or Dune Rider boots. Otherwise, if you want to take the safer route, just look for the Hermes boots in the underground caverns. Some tips I have to make the process go by a lot quicker is to use a Splunker potion, crafted with 1 gold or platinum ore, moonglow, blink root, and a bottle of water to help highlight the chest through the wall so that you can find them a lot easier. Another trick is to use danger sense potions, since many traps usually spawn around gold chests. Yeah, boy. Especially Dead Man's chest. If you see many traps in one area of the screen, you know there may be a chest there. A third tip is to use the metal detector, dropped 50% of the time in normal mode or 100% time in expert and master from the very rare nymph enemy in the caverns layer. It detects when golden chests are nearby, making it very easy for you to find more. Okay, now that we've gotten the first item out of the way, let's move on to the second, rocket boots. Rocket boots are super simple to get. Defeat the goblin army by waiting for it or summoning it with a goblin battle standard. Afterwards, go mining and wait for the goblin tinkerer to appear. This process shouldn't take longer than 10 to 20 minutes at most. Just keep an eye out for a little green guy tied up on the ground. Talk to him and he sells 2 items which you'll need, one being the rocket boots for 5 gold and the other being the Tinkerer's Workshop for 10 gold. If you can't buy them both yet, don't worry. Do some money grinding with the Eye of Cthulhu and then buy them both. Place the Tinkerer's Workshop down and now combine it with the Hermes boots or any of the variants I talked about to make the Spectre boots. And now let's move on to number 3, the Aglet. The Aglet is one of the earliest movement accessories you'll get in Terraria. It's found in about 1 in every 12 surface chests, which are known for their distinct brown color. To get them, I would suggest traversing across the surface world and looking for surface chests as you go. The annoying part about Aglets is that it isn't guaranteed that one will spawn in the surface chests of your world, in which case you'd have to get them from wooden crates with 0.44% chance, which is absurdly low, or buy them from the skeleton merchant who spawns rarely in the underground caverns, and on top of that sells the Aglet only a fraction of the time for 2.5 gold. Both ways are way too much work for just the little end of a shoelace. So what I suggest is that you create a new large world in normal mode and traverse across it looking for surface chests. Make as many worlds as you need until you find the Aglet, although I would be surprised if you need to make more than just one extra one. And now number 4, the Anklet of Wind. The Anklet of Wind spawns in about 1 in every 5 ivy chests in the underground jungle, making it pretty common. Ivy chests are normally found in 2 places, either jungle shrines, which are little rundown looking houses which always have exactly 1 green torch, or the base of living mahogany trees, massive underground structures made out of living mahogany wood and leaves. As you traverse through the jungle, keep an eye out for a green glow somewhere in the darkness of the screen, since it's probably a jungle shrine. The living mahogany trees are massive, and it's pretty likely you'll stumble into 1 or 2 during your exploration of the underground jungle. If you're still having trouble, the Splunker potion and metal detector can make this process go by a lot quicker. Once you have both the Anklet of Wind and Aglet, combine them both with Spectre boots to make the lightning boots. Now let's move on to the next one. Number 5, the ice skates. This accessory can be found in the underground snow biome either through fishing or frozen chests. About 1 in every 7 frozen chests, boreal crates, and frozen chests will have them, making them uncommon but not too difficult to obtain. Some tips I have when traversing this biome, besides using the Splunker and metal detector, are to use the warmth potion and hand warmer if you're in Christmas time. The warmth potion is crafted with a bottle of water, shiverthorn, and frost minnow and allows you to take a solid 30% less damage from many of the enemies in the underground snow biome like the ice slimes, spiked ice slimes, and ice bats. On the other hand, the hand warmer dropped very rarely from presents during Christmas time. It's not worth the grind for just the ice skates, but if you've happened to get it accidentally at some point already, it's great to use, since it provides immunity to the chilled and freezing debuffs of the underground snow biome. After you find the ice skates, combine them with the lightning boots to get the Frostbark boots. Congratulations, you're halfway there. We have 4 more items left to go, so starting off at number 6, we have the water walking boots. These boots are found in about 1 in 11 water chests or ocean or seaside crates. I would suggest looking for the water chests first, and then from fishing if you can't find them. Water chests spawn in bodies of water all around the map. However, there are 3 specific places that they almost always spawn in, which you should check before resorting to fishing for them. The first and second place are the bottoms of the left and right oceans. I would recommend taking Gil's potion and, more importantly, a few glow sticks so that you can see in the water as you look for the chests. Sharks and jellyfish do heavy damage early game, and so you'll want to be careful when treading the waters. If you can't find water chests in the ocean, the third place to look is floating lakes. These are floating islands with no houses and instead a lake which can be set up for fishing with some platforms. The best way to find floating islands is to use a gravitation potion, crafted with a bottle of water, fire blossom, deathweed, blink root, and a feather, or found in gold chests underground commonly. Drink the potion and keep moving back and forth in the sky until you stumble upon a floating island. Be careful, the potion doesn't negate fall damage, and so you'll need to try and land lightly on the island to avoid dying. There will be a few floating island lakes in each world, and there's a decent chance that at least 1 or 2 of them will have a water chest in them. If you've done all this and still can't find the water walking boots, I suggest making a new world and repeating the process of finding water chests or fishing for them in seaside and ocean crates. Caught by fishing in only the ocean, not the floating island lakes, they will give you sky and azure crates instead of the ocean and seaside ones. Some of the best early game fishing equipment are the crate potion, fiberglass and mechanics rod, chum buckets from fishing in the blood moon, and enchanted night crawlers. Remember, you'll need about 11 or so ocean crates to get just 1 pair of water walking boots. Next up, we have an easy one, the Obsidian Skull. The Obsidian Skull is a fairly easy to craft accessory which can be obtained technically the second the world is created. All you have to do is mix 20 obsidian at a furnace and that's it. The quickest way I'd recommend that you do this is to make a few buckets with iron or lead, fill them up with water, and then pour them over lava. When the liquids mix, they'll create obsidian, which you can mine with a gold or platinum pickaxe and higher. Although you can also buy and use a few bombs from the demolitionists as an alternative. And now moving on to the 8th and second to last item that you'll need, the lava charm. This accessory grants lava immunity for 7 seconds, with a cooldown, and can be found in about 1 in every 20 hellstone and obsidian crates, and rarely in underground gold chests near lava as well, which is approximately the bottom third of the world. This accessory is a tricky one to get, since fishing in lava requires a lava-proof fishing hook or tackle bag, meaning you'll have to do some angler quests. If you don't like fishing, using the spunker potion, metal detector, and dynamite can make mining and searching for underground gold chests a lot quicker and smoother of a process. If you found the shimmer, you can also transmute the magma stone into the lava charm. However, the magma stone is obtained with a 0.67% chance from hellbats and 2% from lava bats in hard mode, meaning you'll need to eliminate about 150 hellbats just to get one. This process sounds boring, but can be sped up a lot by using the battle potion, water candle, and other monster spawning increasing accessories if you found the shimmer. And last but not least, number 9, we have the Obsidian Rose. Okay, so the Obsidian Rose is probably the most annoying item to get on this list, since it drops only 2% of the time from fire imps, meaning you have to kill about 50 of them. That doesn't sound too bad, but my experiences of getting it in the past have been very annoying. But hey, maybe that's just my luck. Because I've had a hard time getting it in the past, I like to build a small farm like the one you see here. I've made a little area in the center with a water candle to increase monster spawn rate and a campfire and heartlanders to increase my health regen. Then I put dart traps on the side like this and conveyor belts bring the loot towards me. Make sure you break any blocks around you and above you so that fire imps can only spawn on the conveyor belt itself. They may get a fireball or 2 off before they die from the dart traps, but the health regen from the campfire, heartland, and other accessories like the crimson armor, if you have it, should keep you alive. If you make a farm like this and give it an hour or 2, you should get the Obsidian Rose. Once you're in hard mode, you may want to increase the number of traps that you put down to beat the harder enemies like the red devils and tortured souls. Make sure that you use bewitching tables and spawn a few summons as well to make the process go by a lot quicker. If you don't want to build a farm, I suggest just building a long flat surface in the underworld, drinking the battle potion, and hunting for imps. Since they can spawn and teleport around to small close spaces, using weapons that can go through blocks can be very helpful. Either way, remember that it will take about 50 or so imps until one drops the Obsidian Rose. And now, after you've gotten the water walking boots, Obsidian Skull, lava charm, and Obsidian Rose, mix them all together with the Tinker's Workshop to make the lava waders. And last but not least, take the Frostbark boots and the lava waders and mix them together to get the Terraspark boots. Congratulations, you've completed one of the longest crafting recipes in Terraria. If you guys want to see more awesome Terra content, hit that like button down below and have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.